welcome everyone to this new show that I've created called The Men's Room. Now, on this show, you'll be able to comment, subscribe, like, dislike. You should be able to reach out and put your input on some of the topics that I'm getting ready to, start to get into as you want. It could be negative, positive, doesn't matter. Just, whatever you want to. All right, so let's get started. Today's show is called What Makes You a Man? Is it the fact that, you hustle? Is it the fact that you can knock down as many bitches as you want? Is it the fact that, you smoke a lot of dope? You sell, yeah, you do whatever. What do you think it is that makes you a man? So let me tell you what I think makes you a man. Sacrifice. Are you willing to sacrifice for your family? Are you willing to stand up? Are you willing to be a man? Are you willing to put down the negative things as far as like selling dope, chasing bitches? And yes, I use the word bitches, and I use it loosely because every female is not a bitch, and I'm not using it in a negative term. All right. So again, chasing bitches, chasing money, chasing cars, smoking weed, popping pills, whatever. Are you willing to sacrifice all of that? Or are you willing to like put your family first? Because that's what makes you a man. Right? Right? Us as men, we keep score. If you're young and you're out there and you're wondering, damn, man, are they going to judge me? Man, what do they think about me? Like, don't necessarily focus on what they're saying about you out here right now, but do focus on how you put together your legacy, because we keep score. As men, we keep score. You ever seen somebody you went to high school with or middle school or whatever school you went to with, and you seen them a couple of years later when they was in high school, they had the nice truck, the little short light-skinned chick was dating, they was dating a short light-skinned chick that she was digging them. You was digging her, you know what I mean? But she was digging him. He had a little jewelry. He was the man. Fast forward 10 years later, you see him. He's got a bus ticket. He's looking bummy. You can tell he hadn't ate good. You can just see this. Now, us as men, we may not say a word. We still gonna keep it real with you. How you doing, brother? What's up? Yo, hey, what's up, Jay? What's up, brother? Not nobody, not a real person. What's up, Jay? What's up, brother? All right, all right. Yeah, man, good to see you. I hadn't seen you in years. And then he walks off. In my brain, I'm thinking, damn, man, bro done fell off. I'm keeping score. I'm keeping score. I'm not judging him, but I'm thinking, damn, bro had his stuff together. He done fell off. So we keep score. Are you willing to sacrifice and be a man? Here's another thing that I think makes you a man. Consistency. Can we do this again tomorrow? This guy who you're bringing to me right now, can you be that tomorrow? How about the next day? How about the next month? Can you show up time and time again for your people? Not your mans on the street, but your people, your flesh and blood, your family, your offspring. Will you do it for your kids? Will you be a man for your kids? Okay, so I'm not going to try and reprimand anybody, but what I am going to do is give insight. All right. And here's the thing. To be consistent, you have to try day in and day out. Do I try? I certainly do. I'm certainly not perfect, but I try every single day to outdo yesterday. You try to outdo your yesterday self. And if you did, great. If you didn't and you just got kind of like even with yesterday, at least you're not going backwards. Just try to outdo yesterday. That's it. Consistency. So that's two things so far that makes you a man. Here we go. One of them was what? Sacrifice. The second one, consistency. Now, here's the third one. Dedication. Can you dedicate yourself to this activity? Can you dedicate yourself to program your own brain to this train of thought every day? Every day, I'm going to try. I'm going to try again today. I'm going to try again today. Oh man, my girl ain't picking up the phone. She got the kids. I just want to see the kids. She ain't pick up the phone. Guess what? Call back tomorrow. She don't pick up the phone, then call back the next day. Send an email. Send a text message. For those of you who aren't steady and consistent in your kid's life, which is very important if you're going to call yourself a man. I mean, you put them there. You put them here. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. Okay. That's three things that makes you a man in my eyes. And in the eyes of most guys, let me keep it real with you, most OGs. Here's number 4. Pay your freaking bills. Yeah. I know it seems crazy. It seems wild. But believe it or not, if you pay your bills, you eliminate a whole lot of different kind of stress, which eliminates you having to go feel like you have to do extra, go jump into the streets and do things of that nature. Just pay your bills. Make payment arrangements. Call them. Just make a payment arrangement. Once they hear you call, that's a sign of good faith. Then you drop them a little change, and they're like, "Oh yeah, nah, he's trying to get it together. Chill out. Let's not cut his lights off. Chill out. Let's not cut the water off right now. Here, he's already paid $50 or whatever on it. Just pay your freaking bills. Don't let them stack up on you, because once they start to stack up, then you start to feel like the world is against you. You start to feel like everything's on your back. The weight of the world is on your back. Take it one day at a time, brother. Let me tell you something. When I first started to pay attention to my bills and stop running from my bills, one of my friends told me, and this was a brother who took care of his responsibilities. I could tell because of the house he was living in, his lifestyle, all of that, his car he was driving, everything, right? He was like, "Sean, you know how I pay my bills, man?" I was like, "How?" I mean, we was in a $300,000 house or whatever. He was doing my picture spread from this album I had put out. I was like, how you do it, brother? I mean, how do you do it? He said, "I break it down into weekly payments. Everything that I got, whatever it might be, my car payment, my mortgage, my insurance, everything, weekly. So if I owe $100, whatever the case, then $25 a week, that covers that month. You don't have to wait to the end of the month and come up with $100, because then the pressure starts. Because you have to come up with that 15 for the rent. You have to come up with, you see what I'm saying? Then the pressure begins. Pay your bills. That's what makes you a man. This is the men's room. This is where you're going to get this insight. And it's not going to be a person reprimanding you. It's going to be insight. You may need to hear this so that you could take certain steps to move forward. And that's what I'm here for. Not only do you need to pay your bills, step 5 comes in. Pay attention to detail. So pay your bills and pay attention. If your wife says something in passing, pay attention. If your kids mention something in passing, you don't have to always comment right then, but pay attention to what they said, brother. Pay attention. Sometimes it's a call for help. Sometimes it's a call for attention. Sometimes it's just wanting to show you love. Sometimes, it could just be a variety of things. But if we're not paying attention, if we're focused on what the hell Luka Doncic scored for the Lakers last night, and we ain't paying attention to our daughter, she could really be having an issue going on, and you're more concerned about scoring averages. Luka didn't play the other night though, but just letting you know. That's step number 5. Now, these are steps that I'm giving you to help you to with this definition of what makes you a man. I can help you out. We can help you out at the men's room. Comment on the side if you have you have an opinion. We can have a conversation. It's kind of small. Let's go. All right. Here's number 6. Be honest. Be honest. It's as simple as that. Your only authority is God. So what are you lying for? Who do you have to answer to but God? That being said, there's no need to lie. You're going to ruffle some feathers along the way, but it doesn't matter. There's no need to lie. That's what being a man is about. Telling the truth. Stand on your business. It don't matter if nobody like it, as long as you can be respected at the end of the day. They don't have to like you. I'm going to tell you a little something. This is a side note before we go on. That's number 6, be honest. But here's a side note. You can take it or you can leave it. But this is something that rubs me the complete wrong way. If you're in your 50s and your 60s and you spend more time doing that, if you spend more time taking selfies and posting them on social media networks with your different poses and so forth, brother, I'm going to call you pathetic. And I've watched a lot of people on Facebook in their 50s overdoing it, which leads me to number 7. Do not overdo it on social media. Fall back a little bit. Be reserved. Be conservative. Don't be so liberal. Put your titties back in your bra. Don't be so liberal. All right? Yeah. I said it. It's hunting season. You're in the men's room. So in the men's room, ladies aren't necessarily allowed in the men's room, but under some conditions, we will let them in, like interviews, so forth. Also, if they have a comment, they can comment on the side, if they feel like one of us is maybe barking up the wrong tree, whatever the case, they're welcome to comment. But this is for men. This is to help uplift, form, and sharpen our men. Don't matter the color. Not to me. Don't matter. I don't care about your religion, any of that. Let's just talk to the man in you. Just me and you, okay? I brought my Bass Fishing Pro hat, Pro Shops or whatever, because it's hunting season, okay? We hunting pussies. If you're a pussy, hide. Yeah. So for 2026, we'd like to bring back more masculinity on these platforms. So we're going to start here in the men's room. Number 8, on what makes you a man. Lead by example. You don't know what YN is watching you. And when I say YN, I don't care the color. Okay? You don't know what youth, whether it's male or female, is watching you. You don't know who's looking up to you. You don't know who's rooting for you. You don't know who's rooting against you. But if you lead by example and stand in your steadfastness, that's what makes you a man. People are going to respect your stance, whether they like it or not. Oh, man, that's that dude, Sean, man. This guy, man, he gets on my nerves, bro. That nigga, man, golly, I just can't take it, bro. But you know one thing, man, he going to do good business. He ain't going to shit on you. He going to do good business. But I don't like him. He tried to talk to Bob or whatever, such and such like them or whatever. But the principle stands in effect. Like, yo, my man gonna do good business. He gonna stand on his 10. That's it. I respect that. I don't like the nigga, but I respect him. What makes you a man? So right now, everybody go take a smoke break, because that's what I'm gonna do. We on live, so it's like a live stream. So I heard, when you're doing live stream, bring the audience with you. So that's what I'm doing. Bringing you guys with me. Got a little short story for you, which ties into being a man. So I'm smoking, right? It's me, a couple of my homeboys. And one of my homeboys, female, walks up and just starts going off on him. You ain't do the dishes. You left the kids. Rah, 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 rah. I'm looking at him. I'm looking at her. I'm looking at my other homie. And I'm like, maybe we should split and let them finish this, right? And my other homie sitting there like, no, we shouldn't split. They should. Right then, I'm like, oh, man, that's a real man. He's standing on 10. Here's the reason why they should split. We didn't bring the drama to the table. We were sitting here chilling. We were just kicking it, smoking. We didn't bring the drama to the table. That's your girl. She bringing drama. It's here. You got to remove that. That's part of being a man. Standing on your own 10, taking care of your business. If you bring in dirt, to the fold, you have to remove it. If you bring in scum to the fold, you have to remove it. Negativity, you have to remove it. Be accountable for yourself. And that's rule number 9. Be accountable. Hold yourself accountable. Hold yourself to a higher esteem. Expect more from yourself. And then the rest will follow. Trust me. Trust me. Yep. Trust me. Being a man. And the thing is, it's not easy. It is not easy. It's a challenge every single day. As these episodes go on, then, I'll start to bring you guys into the custody, the custody. I have custody of my 2 grandsons. I'll start to bring you into the personal side of that, how that transpired and so forth. But for right now, I just want to, speak directly to your heart. For those who are coming up short, it's okay, bro. It's all right. We all have done it. We all have done it. But if you have offspring out here, if you have a child out here, whether it's a little boy or a little girl, yo, you have to do your job, yo. You have to do your best. You have to try at least. You have to try at least. Other than that, let's just reserve that man title for those of us who've earned it. You could just be a guy. Some fucking guy. Just be that. The man title is reserved. Now, we welcome you if you're going to take care of your responsibilities. We welcome you. But it's hunting season, and we hunting pussies. Watch out, boy. Watch out. It's a positive show, but I definitely need to let you know that there's guardrails, and those guardrails on the side are electric. So stay straight, because we hunting pussies. Okay. Yep. This is still this. I host a show called Checkmate, and on Checkmate, I'm a bit risque. I'm gonna try to reserve that for the most part for this show, because this show is more of an insightful show, just to lead others and help others lead. All right. But at some point in time in the men's room, we got to talk men business, and I'm going to have to address the people that are my peers who are still robbing the youth. So that will be addressed in the future episodes. But as for right now, we're on to number 10. Avoid self-destruction. What makes you a man? You avoid self-destruction. It's kind of difficult to avoid things that you run into in the street. You just got to maneuver. But you definitely can avoid self-destruction. You're going to get held accountable for that. For example, you have a job interview. It's at 10 o'clock, Monday morning. It's Sunday night. You, your crew, the little shorty you want to knock off, all of y'all over your people's house, smoking, drinking, music bumping, playing cards. Your people done ran out and grabbed some more drink from the liquor house, and they back. You got a chance to leave, but you like, nah, I'm gonna stay a little while longer, because shorty is like, she checking me out. I don't know if she want to give me some pussy. I don't know what's going on, but bro, she is playing me close tonight. What time is the interview? 10 o'clock? Damn, it's 1 o'clock right now. Man, I'll just stay till like 2:30, go home, get a little rest, pop up, get a shower, and head out there. 2:30, she still ain't gave you no leg. She ain't moved closer to you, nothing, but she's still checking you out. Man, I'm gonna just stay till 3:30, bro. I'm out. I'm gonna try to wait this pussy out. Excuse my French. I'm gonna try to wait this box out. Excuse me. So 3:30 then came. It's about to hit 4 o'clock, and now you trying to run to the house. You hop in the car. You ain't drunk, but you feeling nice. You hop in the car. You running home. Boom, you get pulled over. You smelling like alcohol. You doing whatever. Geez, you got to take a sobriety test. All of that stuff. You manage to pass the sobriety test. Everything checks out. Your license good, but you don't get home till 5:30. Bro, you ain't gonna. You grab your little something out the refrigerator, hit the bedroom, you're not gonna lay down until 6:30. Bye-bye interview. That's an example of self-destruction, a very light example of self-destruction. It gets heavier. It gets a lot heavier, but I just wanted to use something that was a little more positive instead of getting real gory and all of that, being that this is the first episode. Yep. What makes you a man? What makes you a man? Number 11. Although it pains me to say, bro, you cannot quit. I know that it's a psychological thing. And I know sometimes we really want to sit down and speak to somebody on how how this is affecting us. Speak to God. He listens. Hell, he listens a lot better than some of your friends, because some of your friends are really just listening to advise. They're just waiting for you to finish so they could tell you how to live your life. So if you got a broke friend, you gonna listen to him for financial advice? If you got a cheating homeboy, you gonna talk to him about fidelity? That part. So me, myself, I know that it's hard. And I know that, sometimes I want to quit, you know? You just got to tap into your inner strength. Whether it's you hit your knees, whether it's you go to your car, whether it's when you're in the bathroom chilling, whether it's whatever, you got to have that conversation with God. Lord, give me strength. God, give me strength. Help me get through this. And then when you walk out of that bathroom or wherever you are, walk in belief. Walk in belief. Walk as if you know it's going to happen. We call that faith. We call that faith. I don't know if you ever seen the Billie Jean video by Michael Jackson. If you haven't, all you have to do is pull it up on YouTube. Billie Jean by Michael Jackson. You're going to see my example of faith. And it's just a parable. It's just, I'm going to show you if you pull up this video. On the video, Billie Jean by Michael Jackson, there's a scene where Michael Jackson is singing the part of the song and he's walking down the street. And as he's walking down the street, each step that he takes, the concrete beneath him lights up. Every step, light up, light up, light up. Every step. And I see that as a parable for faith. Because that concrete did not light up until he took that step. Same thing, brother. What you're looking for ain't going to happen unless you take the step and have faith that it's going to happen. Lord willing, through God, just have that faith that it's going to happen. But you got to take that step. Once you take that step, boom, the concrete going to light up. Take another one. Boom, concrete light up. Boom, underneath your every single step, concrete lighting up underneath every step. You a rock star now. What makes you a man? This has been episode 1. Thank you for coming to the men's room. I'll see you in a few days. I believe I'll have a guest on the next show. I kind of do this, through my spirit. So whatever the spirit leads me, that's what's going to happen. I'll see you guys.